Hi everybody, it's Jeanette Vilda. So this is a slightly different video than I usually do. I've been chosen to be part of the Claina Palmer design team, which I'm very excited about. And I just received my package of goodies and want to share with you everything that I got and also kind of give you some ideas of what I'm planning on doing and ways that you can use the different items. Now, there is a new release, and I've got the past release here as well as the new release. So I'm going to quickly go through the past release and then look at the new stuff. So the one thing I really love is these guys. So I'll bring this up a bit. So these are alphabet, and there's numbers as well, alphabet and number dies. What's unique about this is take a look at these guys. They're like little puzzle pieces. And so when you want your word to be cut out, it's going to be in line. It's going to be perfectly spaced, exactly on the paper where you want it to be. I mean, I love this. And I'll tell you what, in the past I have looked at a number. I don't own any alphabet dies because I hate lining those things up, and I really can't stand dealing with all the little pieces. They just drive me nuts. So I love this. I love this a lot. And you can also get this little Shaper's Linkum. So what you can do with this is use this to add spaces, to kind of shape it around, make it curve, all that kind of stuff. So fun, fun, fun. And to go with this, we got these wonderful mats that are magnetic, and so you can line things up perfectly and get exactly on the paper where you want it to cut. And this will go through your machine. So just look for the whatever sandwich recipe that you have for your machine. Make sure you follow that, and this will work just perfectly with these. I love how this all goes together wonderfully, and I cannot wait to play with these. So those are the alphabets and the numbers, and then the magnetic mats. There's a A5 and an A4. So there's the A4. And then look at these, the bunting trio. Now the great thing about this is these are made to perfectly go with your numbers and letters. So these can fit in, your numbers and letters can fit into that bunting perfectly. So you can cut out your bunting first, then you can line up your letters in your bunting. Perfect. So cute. The rest of that release are these two awesome dies and a couple of stencils. So we have this heart nested doily. I love that. And as you can see, there's the middle piece and an outer piece. I'm going to take this out in a second. And then there's a matching stencil, which is awesome. You can use the stencil by itself. I think one thing I like to do is I like to stencil, and I like to cut out and be slightly over. It gives, if you just, teeny, tiny bit over, if you do that, you get an ever so slight kind of a 3D effect. So I like to do that. And then there's also this anglaise. Oh, I love that. Anglaise. Round doily. And again, nested, so you've got all the different parts. Let's actually take that out. Hold these out yet. So you see, ooh, nice. So there's an outer so that you can pop out the whole piece. You don't have to do this. So if you want, for instance, to have a just the kind of the imprint into the paper, and then maybe you want to see through the paper, but you don't want to have it all by itself. You don't need to use this. You can just use these pieces by themselves. And, ooh, you gotta love glue. Oh boy, hello. Okay, there we go. So we got this outer piece, and then, oh boy, okay, I'm just going to leave this there. So you can see there's another one and another one. And you can use these all by themselves. This would make a really great doily as an ephemera piece, as would either of these. Boy, that is some serious tape. So we'll just put that back on there. Okay, and again, there is the matching stencil for that. All right, and then, so that is the first release. So these are all still very much available. And again, all the links will be down below. This is the new release. And I'm loving it. I'm going to move to these first. So these are nested dies, and you can see we've got all kinds of sized of rectangles. And what's unique about it is that it has stitching. So when you die, you'll get this wonderful stitching effect. And it's on the inside and the outside. So I can kind of show you a picture there that shows you how it's going to look. And so the piece that pops out, so for instance, this was cut out of the middle of here. And so that double stitching means that the piece that you've cut out of the aperture also has the stitching on it, which is great because then you don't have to waste paper by then once again die cutting it with another die to get the stitching around that piece as well. So by having it on both sides, the part that you cut out will have the stitching as well. And you can see then that part is cut out of the middle of there and it has the stitching as well. So that's why the double stitching is so nice. So now as you can see, there is a ton of sizes here. And then this guy is lovely. These little guys here in the middle will let you turn this into a tag. So you can have the round holes and the more rectangular holes, which I love. And so you can see you can pop the die. So once you've, you can do it at the same time, cut it out and place it there, or you can cut out the tag and then decide where you want to put the hole. But this allows you to put one in the corner, and right in the middle, have it this way, that way, and that hole will also be stitched, which is so cool. So this, if you were to just use a hole punch, you wouldn't get that stitching around. So that's great. So those are the nested rectangles. Let's take a look at this. This is, I've never seen anything like this anywhere. This is so cool. These dies let you create stands for your creations. Card, say you made a picture for somebody, you can cut out stands. So this one is one of those that would fold. That's not a picture, but it would fold. This one, you would glue this piece to the back of your card picture, and then this would fold out to give you a stand. This guy gives you a little piece that you can put on the back so that you can actually hang it on the wall. And then we've got two little tags. I can read upside down. Handmade with love and homemade. So they end up looking, and again, these are all stitched. So they'll look gorgeous with anything you make with the stitch shrinking kits. And last but not least, definitely not least, we have these wonderful flowers. And what I love about this is these little added pieces. What this does is allows you to line these up, and I'll just show you the final result. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And later on, I'll have a video showing you how to use these and how great that having that little guy there is for lining these up. And you can see you've got some links, so you can link them together. We've got Gladiola and Eucalyptus, Wild Rose and Gypsophila. This one, and Honeysuckle and Fern. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So definitely be using those in the future. So one thing I wanted to share, so I obviously have to store all these. So I wanted to share my method of storing dies. I also store all of my stamps this way as well. And that is using these Crafter's Companions binders. In here you have these metal sheets. And what's great is that you can pop these little guards out. Okay, the glue is sticking, and the glue is still sticking. There we go. Sorry about the noise. Oh, you're just being impossible. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? Ta-da! That solved that problem, didn't it? So I can pop these guys out, and this, there, I mean, you can see it is holding that, boy, really holding that in. And so what I do is I just put all of my dies that I have into these binders. There, and there. Okay, and you can see, not going to fall. And this binder, as you can see, is a full enclosed binder. So if any of these guys do happen to fall off, you're not going to lose it because it will stay inside this box. And what I do is I put a number, put a label on my binder, and I use the program Evernote, but you can use any kind of indexing if you want to put it in a notebook. I find Evernote, excuse me, Evernote perfect because I can put cross-reference. I can put tags. So for instance, when I put these guys into my binder, I can make a tag saying it's Claina Palmer, it's a die, it's Gladiola, Eucalyptus, flower, wreath. And then when I go to do a project, let's say I'm doing something and I want to make a wreath for whatever reason. In the Evernote, I can do a search for wreath, and this guy will pop up. And then in that, I will also have a tag for which binder I put that in. And then I don't have to hold on to all of these pieces. And I've often seen, the boxes where everybody has, all their little guys sitting in there. Well, then you got to search through everything. Especially with stamps, for instance, if I get a set of stamps and it has a heart in it, for instance, but the rest of it is, bears or something. When I go through, I'll see the bears, I might not see that heart. So when I put this in Evernote and say, this is in binder 12, then in Evernote, and I want to stamp a heart someplace, boom, it'll tell me, here's all your hearts, and I put pictures in there to show what they look like. And I can find it like that. And then every time I'm going to look for a leaf, for instance, this guy will pop up. And I can decide, oh, that's perfect for that project. And I can easily find it. And I don't have to flip through a whole bunch of these little packages. So that is my personal method. And these boxes also come with glossy sheets. So the back of these are glossy, and I'm bending it over instead of turning the page. They are glossy. Your polymer stamps, your easy mount stamps, all of those will stick to these. So again, this is how I also store all of my stamps. And you can then, if you have like a stamp that goes with a die set, you can have them stored in the same place. But again, I just take all my stamps off of the acrylic sheets and I just put them all into my binders, and I can easily find everything I've got. So all these guys are going to make their way into my binder, and have my little list on Evernote, and I'll be able to find my dies whenever I want. So, like I said, down below will be a link to all the Claina Palmer stuff you can hope to find. And I look forward to making some projects and sharing with you what I'm going to do with these. Yeah, this is going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to playing with this. So, got any questions? Let me know. Definitely go check out her stuff. It is really high quality, really good material. And I think what she does special from other die makers is these little bits that just make it that much easier to work with. And like I said, I've never seen this kind of thing in any other die, and this just makes life so much easier. So definitely go check her out. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.